Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here, Thistle Gypsy. I had just grabbed these stones as a static image for an announcement video that I'll put up probably after I put this up because I have to set some things up. It was my announcement for my 3 sprees and deck battles for July, and so that will probably pause a little bit, but I thought while I had them sitting out here I would talk about them, show them to people. So this is just a little ceramic jar that I got when I lived in Montana. And this is just a marble. There is a shop in a nearby city that has all kinds of marbles. And it normally sits over here out of this picture. So I don't know if you guys remember, not that long ago, and I don't have any other spheres, so I was very excited to have a sphere. But my sister sent me those decks, and along with the decks that she sent, I guess this was also up for sale at that moving sale. And it's really, I'm assuming that it's some form of obsidian. That's my guess. I don't know exactly what kind with this brownish stuff in here, but if anybody knows what it is, let me know. But the funny thing is that it's got animals. Do you see this animal? So it looks to me like a poodle. This is the mouth of a dog, and then there's the ear, and then the neck. And so this is kind of the poofy front part of the poodle and the poofy paws. And then it kind of just becomes blobby down here. But there's also, there's a bunny rabbit here somewhere. But I think the bunny rabbit is in brown. There's the bunny rabbit. So you see the bunny ears, it's running. So this is the head, these are the feet that are all together because it's running. So it looks like here's the dog, so the bunny's running down to the dog. And there was another animal that I think was, no idea why I'm why I'm coughing. But I don't see it right now. And I don't remember what the animal was. That looks like something creepy there. The big jaws open and an eye. So, I don't know, maybe I'll call it my spirit stone, my spirit obsidian. Yeah, not seeing what that other one was because it wasn't that other thing that had its mouth open. I can't remember if it was something black or something. I don't know. So there it is, a nice big hefty sphere. I can't usually afford spheres. Now you've seen this one before, although I'm not sure if the lighting was as good at that time, but this is, I think they called it dragon's blood jasper or something like that. Gorgeous green and red. This is just a tumbled stone. It's a little piece of aquamarine, a little piece of Kambamba jasper. I just love the kind of mossy green and black patterns. It's just amazing. We have a large cave not too far from here, you know, with cave tours and the whole thing. And their gift shop had these, and I can't remember even what they're called, but I think they're like a primitive form of squid or something, so fossil. And what did I go there hoping to get? Oh, they used to have these humongous Shiva lingams, And if you've been on my channel for a long time, you remember that last fall when I got my new job, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get myself a Shiva Lingam in order to kind of celebrate. Well, they're gone, and I suspect they're not going to get them back. And they had these big ones, and it's like, well, I think they did have one really big one still there, but you know, it's like $100 or something. And no, I'm not going to spend. My new job didn't give me that kind of financial leeway, so um, so I did get this, and I just love the feathery quality of the crystals that are in here. And the black, I kind of looked it up. I think it's black marble that it's in, and I assumed that this is probably calcite. But that's a fossil. And this is from the same place, actually. And so from the same cave system, but what it was is they had some shelves out in the back area, and this was covered in dirt. And so I asked the lady, I said, hey, did you, you know, what are these stones? You know, what are they? Are they for sale? And she said, oh, these are just some things that we've picked up, you know, maybe, I don't know if it was on the cave tour or just things that had broken off. And it's fascinating. I'm assuming it's smoky quartz, maybe with some other inclusions of some kind. And you see, there's one place where it looks like you can see, I'm not sure I'll be able to catch it on here, where it looks like there were almost crystals embedded. You can kind of see the little points there. So it's really funky. And I can shine a light through it in parts. So many different planes going on here. So as I said, I think it's smoky quartz, and it's just kind of cool to have a stone that is actually from that cave system, from this area. And you can see that it's like this was one thing, and then this was covering it, starting to cover it, and that actually has like a quartzy angle to it. So again, I think this is just, it's smoky quartz, that apparently the crystal was forming over something else. And so you can see there's clear, and then there's the dark stuff underneath. And we're back over to this side. So weird. Weird, but I liked it. I thought it was cool once I got it home and cleaned it off. And that's what I thought it was. It looked like, you know, this black. I thought, oh, that's got to be, I could see some of this through the dirt, and I thought, that's got to be smoky quartz. How cool is that? And I don't know what she charged me for, $3 or something. So there we go. You can kind of hold it in your hand like this. It does look kind of like a hammer or an axe, kind of a shape to it. And this little critter was in my parents', I assume it's soapstone carving from who knows where. This looks like jasper. And little turtle was sitting in a drawer at my parents', and she had other little turtles that I wasn't so attracted to. But when this one showed up, I thought I kind of like that little turtle, so I'll take that one. She's in a distributing mode. I have 4 labradorite stones that I keep around my reading space, and I didn't know that these were good for protection, you know, psychic type protection, until after I got them. I had no idea what they were, actually. So I was at well, what is it? What do they call it? Crystal and gemstone fair that is held in a city that's about an hour away in Huntsville, Alabama. And they had an entire bowl of these. This was shortly after I started getting decks again, or picked up decks, had ordered some decks because I wanted to start reading for others. And they had a whole bowl of these stones, and I was so fascinated, and I tend to be fascinated by these shimmery, flashy stuff, and so I went through that entire bowl. I went through the whole thing and selected these 4 groovies, and then got home and looked them up. And the last one. And this is what I love, with the really dark blue labradorites. And I have never, in the other shows that I've been to there, the other fairs, I've never found actually any labradorite even this size, let alone with the good colors of these. So these are my rocks. This is really dusty right now, but this is my smoky quartz crystals. And I think I've shown this on here more than once, but there it is again. I keep that fairly handy. It is starting to fade some, which I've heard that they do, but I do want it out. You know, I want it out. I don't want to put it in a drawer just to preserve its deep black color. I'm perfectly happy with it going a little chocolate. So there's a little introduction to some of my stones. These ones were easy grabbers in this space, so you may see them showing up again in various arrangements. Most of my stones are actually this size. Most of them are this size. They're little tumbled stones. Alrighty, so there you go. A little intro to some of my rocks that hang around my reading space.